What's it like having him out here?
It's a good presence, you know. He's a great motivator. You know, he's been a championship player at this level and at this program, and so to get him around our guys in the weight room and their conditioning work is exciting.
What jumped out at you today about practice?
It was a lot better than our day one in spring. You know, I could say that just from an execution standpoint on both sides of the ball. We were playing faster. You could tell our kids had studied and prepared all off season. And was it perfect? No, but I thought we did things really, really well that jumped out at me.
What's the Trufant's situation?
He's got an issue with the clearinghouse where he had a class that was on his 48H form at his high school that the NCAA clearinghouse just didn't accept, and so now he's in the process. He's got to take a class so that he can get back out here and practice. It's unfortunate because he's a great kid, he's a good student, and you know, normally this type of stuff, it happens across the country, you know, just about every school, but it's unfortunate because he's had a good off season, had a good summer, and he's a great student. It's not an issue of a guy struggling to make it. He's a great student. It's just an issue of NCAA didn't accept a class that his school had on their 48H form as an acceptable course.
How long of a deal is that?
Well, we're hoping it's a week type deal, you know, but you never know. He's got to bust his butt, you know, 24/7 and get this thing done.
So he has to retake a class?
He has to take a class, yeah. Started today.
And the other couple friends, Schamberger, those are injury guys.
Schamberger's an injury guy, and Robinson's an injury guy. Schamberger came in, we knew it. You know, he was a kid that we were actually potentially thinking about gray shirting, but we had room, so we wanted to bring him in. He can rehab with us. He won't be on the field all year. Robinson came in. He's got a knee deal that's going to have surgery on it, and we're not sure what the length of the rehab's going to be.
Is Schamberger a knee?
Yeah, it's a knee. Yeah.
You talked about having a clean slate, kind of some open competitions. Can you kind of see in the guys that they sense that?
Oh yeah, I definitely see. I thought, you look at our wide receiver play today, there were some guys that were hungry to get the football, and a lot of guys made plays. You look in the defensive backfield, I thought we were rolling guys through there at the safety and corner spot. Up front, on the defensive line, a lot of guys rolling through at the tailback spot. So I'm anxious to look at this film because I think you're going to see a lot of guys do things well, but also there is plenty of work to get cleaned up.
Did it look like practice 16?
Yeah, no question. I thought our kids performed really well today. I was very encouraged by our quarterback play. All three of those kids, you know, from Jake, the progression's there. I thought Ronnie, this would have been his best day of spring, you know, and he had it in fall camp, which is what you like. And I was really impressed with Keith Price. His first college football practice, I thought he handled himself well. He had good huddle presence, nice footwork, and so I like all three of those guys.
He might not be first or second on the depth chart, but how about Jory Fogerson? Do you see an extra fire in his eyes now that he's moved back to?
Well, I couldn't see his eyes. He had that visor on today, man. I couldn't tell what was in there, but it was good for him. I think he was excited. He was hungry. He's hungry to show us what he can do back there. There's really healthy competition at the running back spot, which is nice. And so, but for Jory, I just think he's back in a little bit of a comfort zone where he feels like he can show what he's all about.
A couple of your JC guys looked like they were ready to jump right into the mix with Batts and Dorson boys.
Yeah, I thought Dorson had a really nice practice. They obviously made a couple nice catches, but he's physical in the run game. I'm anxious to watch him get in shape. You know, he hasn't been with us that long. You know, only about 4 weeks now of conditioning. So I'm anxious to watch him really get in shape. And David Batts was still feeling his way in the defense today, but there were some things you saw him, you kind of went, whoa. You know, he showed what he's all about. I like Gacy today too. You know, first time in the system at corner, but I thought he showed some things as well.
The guy's going after the ball, trying to strip it, backs just not going down, trying to keep pushing it. It's obviously a scrappiness. Is this what you're doing?
Well, there's no question. The emphasis of this program is, is about the football. And if we're going to be a great football team, we've got to have a plus double-digit turnover margin. And I'm talking plus 10, plus 12, plus 15. That's how you get great. And there's a huge emphasis on the defensive side of the ball to get after the football. And obviously offensively, to get that turnover margin up, you've got to protect it with your life. And our guys, I thought today, it was scrappy, it was battling. In my opinion, we've got to do a better job of keeping guys off the ground in those scrums, but I like the emphasis on the football.
Oh, pretty good. You know, kind of getting back in, getting familiar with, you know, comfortable with all the stuff again, the practice schedules and everything. I thought it went well.
James Johnson looked like you guys had a little bit of a connection going.
Yeah, he did good. Worked hard this summer. Got familiar with the offense, so he's able to work himself in and be productive today, and hopefully continues to get better throughout the fall.
How far away are you from being the passer that you want to be? Do you feel like you're getting close, and if not, how far away are you?
I don't know. I just want to get better every day, and wherever I end up, you know, hopefully that it'll get us some wins.
How much was James here this summer? How much did you get to work with him?
They got here in early July, I think. Started class, and they were out, you know, running routes ever since then. So.
First day like this, just out in shorts, how much did you really get accomplished?
I thought it was a good practice. I think the tempo that we practiced with, even when we're in shorts, you know, guys maybe had a little bit too much tempo today, taking guys down and stuff. But it's a quick practice. It's fast. Guys are moving fast, and I thought it was very productive for us.
What's it like having Tui out here?
It's fun. He's a good guy. You know, obviously he's one of the best players to ever play here. So to have him around and be out of the game, you know, a year out of the game, he's familiar with it. He understands what we're seeing, and he relates to it really well.
Outside of the coaches, he give you any advice, or the quarterbacks any advice?
I don't think he's allowed to, so he kind of keeps his distance while he's out here. Yeah.
There's been some tweaks to the offense. Is there a little nuance maybe that's still taking you a while to get down, or anything that you're still working on?
Still some just familiarity, making sure that to make it, you know, to where you're not thinking, and that's the challenge with any offense that you're learning. There's still a little bit of thinking going on, so hopefully, you know, through the next 3 weeks, that'll work itself out.
Is there definitely a different feel with this coaching staff and just a different tempo and everything for you guys than it has been in the past?
Yeah, I think so. I think you guys can, watching practice, can see it. It's elevated tempo, I believe. So, yeah.
How different is this from spring ball for you?
I don't think it's much different at all. You know, it was new for us at that point, so maybe the learning curve was a little bit slower. We'll be able to, you know, we're familiar with it now, and I think we'll be able to excel in it quicker at this point. But you know, it's just practices to make us better, and that's how we got to approach it.
You guys had to lay down the foundation through spring and through summer, and I know you kind of were the pseudo coach out there. Do you feel like you're as far along right now with LSU in a month of where you hope to be?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we'll obviously each day be able to go in and watch our practice and improve on the mistakes we make, and hopefully not come out and make them again.
Who was the most improved position over the summer, do you think, watching guys work out?
I thought as a whole, as a team, people's bodies, just their physical appearance changed a lot. And guys across the board are looking a lot better, a lot quicker, moving a lot better. So, you know, I don't think I could pinpoint one position group that really stood out from anybody else.
New turf out there. Is it any different? Can you tell any difference at all?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. The old stuff was a little bit harder, I think. Maybe a little bit faster. You know, it's a little bit longer and a little more loose, so might not be quite as fast. A lot softer though, a lot easier on the body.
Do you have a little different appreciation after missing so much time last year, just for being able to get out here and get back to it?
Oh yeah, it's been a long time since I got a chance to put on a jersey and go play for real, and I'm looking forward to it. And any chance you get to come out here and play is a blessing.